This world's full of chaos. It's full of worry, it's full of strife, but the Bible has the answer. I'm just going to share this message with you today to give you some encouragement. So, have you ever felt like your life is surrounded by noise, arguments that never end, stress that won't let up, people you can't seem to understand, and questions that don't have easy answers? In a world full of chaos, where do you find your wisdom? Well, that is in Proverbs 17, because it offers an answer that is just as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. It doesn't promise a life without problems. Instead, it teaches us how to remain wise when everything around us feels out of control. So let's explore what the chapter reveals. The chapter opens with a striking comparison. A dry crust with peace and quiet is better than a house full of feasting with strife. So just think about that for a minute. Most people chase abundance. God's wisdom tells us to value peace even more. A simple life filled with contentment is richer than a luxurious life consumed by conflict. The world often measures success by possessions. God measures it by the condition of the heart. So Proverbs says that silver is refined in a furnace and that gold is tested by fire, but the Lord tests the heart. No one enjoys difficult seasons, yet hardship has a way of revealing what comfort often hides. Pressure exposes our fears, our priorities, and our faith. Instead of asking, why is this happening? Wisdom asks, what is God teaching me through this? Trials don't always mean you've lost your way. Sometimes they're part of God's work in shaping your character. So few things create more chaos than careless speech or not engaging your brain, as my dad used to say. Proverbs 17 reminds us that the one who restrains their words shows knowledge. Not every opinion needs to be spoken. Not every argument needs to be won. Not every offence requires a response. Wisdom often sounds quieter than pride. Sometimes the strongest person in the room is the one who knows when to remain silent. One of the chapter's most beloved verses says, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." Anyone can celebrate with you when life's easy. True friendship appears when life becomes difficult. Likewise, we're called to be kind a friend for others. Faithfulness is revealing during hardship, not convenience. Chaos has a way of stealing joy, but Proverbs tells us that a joyful heart is a good medicine. This isn't pretending that everything's fine. It's choosing hope even when circumstances are difficult. Joy rooted in God's faithfulness becomes a source of strength that circumstances cannot easily destroy. Throughout Proverbs 17, there is a sharp contrast between wisdom and foolishness. The fool reacts. The wise person reflects. The fool stirs conflict. The wise person pursues peace. The fool speaks without thinking. The wise person weighs every word. Every day presents us with these two paths. The choices may seem small, but over time, they shape the direction of our lives. So what does Proverbs 17 actually teach us? It teaches us to value peace over possessions, to welcome God's refining work, to guard our speech, to remain faithful in our relationships, to protect joy, and to seek wisdom above everything else. Chaos may surround us, but it doesn't have to control us. God's wisdom gives us stability when everything else feels uncertain. So in closing, the world will always have conflict, whether it be wars, arguments, you name it. They'll always be here. They always have been. There'll always be uncertainty. There'll always be moments when life feels overwhelming. But Proverbs 17 reminds us that wisdom is available to anyone willing to seek it. Today, choose peace over pride. Choose thoughtful words over quick reactions. Choose faithful friendships at all costs. Choose joy. And above all, choose the wisdom that begins with reverence for God. Because when your life is built on His wisdom and not the world's, chaos may shake your surroundings, but it doesn't shake your foundations. If this message encouraged you, I'd encourage you to share it with someone that might need it, to like and subscribe to the channel. And I thank you very much for your time and for listening to the video.